Hello dear friends, welcome to this program, our Moments with God. Today is the 21st of October and today the church also celebrates the feast of Saint John Paul II or Pope John Paul II. He was a great man, reigned in the church for 26 years and always tried to lead people towards God, which all the popes do. But I, in my humble way, through my videos, also try to lead myself, first of all, towards God and to a deeper relationship with Him. And also, I hope that my viewers of these videos are also trying to follow this path of Saint John Paul II, path to holiness. And if you like the video, you may please share it with others. Thank you. Yes, Saint John Paul II, who reigned for 26 years in the church, one of the longest reigning popes, who became a pope in 1978, the year when I was ordained, and soon after Pope John Paul I, who reigned only for 33 days, had passed away, and he was elected as the first Polish pope. He did wonderful things, wrote a lot, was a great theologian, and was really a missionary-minded pope. And he also tried to bring about the social teachings of the church forward, and that's why Poland and Russia and the whole Eastern Bloc, that time was a communist countries, and they were oppressing the rights of the people. And he, through his activism and his role as the Pope, tried to free the people from these oppressions. But communism is not only the kind of oppression, there are other kinds of oppressions. For example, we find today in the gospel that a young man comes to Jesus in the crowd and says, "Master, tell my brother to share the inheritance with me." What inheritance he had? Was it only money or also this kind of land? This is also inheritance. You see this vast sparse of land that you see here, and is actually a field which you also hear in the gospel as Jesus explains to him, who has appointed me the judge. And then immediately he uses the example of that man who had great fields like this and who had a very good crop that year, a very good harvest. And so he said to himself, like this fellow also has just cut the grass here, he will collect all this and put in the barn. So similarly, this farmer also was ready with his harvest, and then he was dreaming, saying to himself, "You see, I have a very good harvest. Now I will break down the old barns, storehouses, and build new ones. And I will store all this good harvest into them. Then I will sit comfortably and enjoy myself, thanking everything for everything." Not thanking God, but enjoying myself, he was saying. And then Jesus tells them this example. That very night, he was told by God that your days on earth are over and your life will end here today. So what did it profit that man to boast about his great wealth, or that people fight for inheritance? Here he comes to Jesus and says, "Ask my brother to give me my part of inheritance." But a lot of our people go to courts and do all kinds of long, either legal battles. Sometimes they even fight each other, beat up each other, and some go to this extent of killing the family member just to have the inheritance, more land, more money, more whatever. And Jesus is warning about it. He says, "You may be rich, but richness does not guarantee you the entry into heaven." Very important thing. And often we do not think of heaven, or we do not think of what our spiritual life needs. We do not think that these wealth and inheritance are good only as long as our physical body is alive. After that, our soul actually does not need all this. What our soul needs is how we have built relationship with God, that we can, after our body dies, still enjoy the relationship, the friendship that we have built with God. What will all this big land and this crop that he has done and wonderful things, how will all this help people in getting to eternal life? And this is what St. Paul is also saying in the first reading today. Please pay attention to what he is saying in the first reading in the letter to the Ephesians, that earlier we were all led by the needs of the world and of the flesh. But thank God, through the mercy of God, now He has shown us mercy by sending Jesus Christ, His Son, inviting us into His kingdom. I am sure you are somehow more determined to follow the path of Christ, and not merely the path of longing for inheritance and money and wealth and power, etc. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, you may please do it now. Thank you.